It's Ros Boundy Psychic Medium here, and I haven't got Leanne joining me at this point. I haven't heard back from her, so it could be that she's not able to. It's Friday's fun and frolics or fun with the cards, whatever chatting we're going to do or not or what. We'll just see, won't we? And I've just got my messenger up just so that I can catch any messages that might come in from Leanne or not. We're always with the flow when it comes to a Friday night, isn't it? And I have sort of got some stuff prepared, but I'm actually wondering first, and I haven't found out what it is for, but there's this, I had this the other night, was the snake widget, so I'm going to have that one on. And I'm going to put this one, it says follow us, so certainly do that. And here we go with, there's a lottery jar, and I still don't know exactly what it's for. Have a look at that. Can you see that? It's a beta. It's something that's in production. Wondering. I don't know. Oh, look, have a look at that. We've got someone who's in there. What comes up on your end? Good evening, Michaela. Lovely to have the fish. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I found that because I was looking for another, the cover thingy. Oh, what do you call it? An overlay. I was going to do an overlay and it didn't work out. I found the opening video for a countdown instead. So, hello, Belinda. Leanne's not here. It's Ros here. That's me. Ros Boundy Psychic Medium. As Psychic Medium, I do lots of other stuff, but I'm here for just having some fun with the spirits and whatever else flows in, like dogs. I've got the 2 dogs that I'm dog sitting as well. The other thing I've got is the Stream Elements bot running, but I don't know what that one's about. I'm going to have to investigate a few things tonight, especially like this. Whoop, hang on. This, whatever that lottery winner thingy is, I don't know. We're going to discover by just letting it play itself out, and I don't know. So, yeah, frolicking can still happen, absolutely. And there's an oops, Ros. Yes, it is Ros. Thank you. Thank you for correcting yourself. And Christy, hi, how are you? And we've got Kim here. How are you tonight? We've Belinda saying hi, Ros, again. So, oops, hi, Ros. And you don't have any idea. How did you get in the jar? Do you know? Do any of you know? Did you see anything, click anything or otherwise? Because I don't know. I think as you're coming in on the comments, it's popping you in the jar, and maybe it does a little thing later. I don't know either. So there you go. And an upside down triangle to be, well, if you want to be a triangle, you can also be upside down. Oh, look, there's many different angles you can do the triangles. Absolutely. Whether they're going to be balanced or not, who knows? And hi to Estelle. How are you tonight, Estelle? And Michaela's saying hi to Kim, which is cool. And Michaela, hello to you from Kim. It's good to have the interaction, isn't it? And hi from Debbie to myself and Leanne, although Leanne hasn't been able to pop in yet. So it might be that we won't have Leanne tonight. And that's all right. What I'll do is I'll run through these, the list of what I have here to do some cards. I'm going to unsolo, see what this looks like, because I have no idea. I haven't, the other thing I haven't done is put my table centered either. Whoopsie. I've got the, not crystal, the clear tarot, transparent tarot tonight, but I haven't got decent lighting. It's the one thing I don't seem to have for nighttime stuff on the table. As you can see, look at that, there's the shadows. It's horrendous. So we'll see how it goes, because I need that book up there. And I've got the cards already. Now, let me see if I can shove this over there. Let's see what happens with it later. And if I put that up there, it might be a little bit easier to see. This is me and the buttons again. I've got to press things differently. So let me just see. I'll put that one down there in the corner. We've got the cards. I already shuffled them and figured, well, anyone that pops in the order that you are here, I'm going to show it like this, and you'll have the 2 cards as a reading, just like that, and hopefully we can see them. So it's the 14 major arcana and the 4 of, I'll see if I can fit them like this, because we only need a small space when they're on top of each other. So in the 4 of swords. So with it being the 14 of the major arcana, I do need to read the book for this one. It's just the little hints at the back, wherever I find them. Not hints. The back of this book has keywords guidance, and that's all I'm looking at. Because tarot's not my forte, but 14 is temperance. So this is actually almost like tempering chocolate, isn't it? And I haven't got a pointer. So that is almost like, there's the 14. Temperance is, as far as the keywords go, it's control, balance, harmony, healing, alchemy, and serenity. So as we're looking at that one, I always feel very serene when I see rainbows anyway. So it's a beautiful card, even it's in its simplicity with this tarot deck. And then as we look at the 4 of swords, that's going to give us the rest, recuperation, meditation, spiritual retreat, reflection, and boundaries. So that, as far as combining these 2, as far as the tempering and bringing in that rest and relaxation, wow, and have a look at how it combines. I do love this deck. I do like this deck for what it can create. And it really does give that impression of keep away all sorts of nasties and evil things, because here we are under this beautiful rainbow of temperance with that gorgeous energy. It almost is like finding that pot of gold, but it's in the serenity and rest that you're going to be able to find for yourself there, Michaela. Okay, so that's your spread for tonight. And we've got Belinda next. So the next 2 cards are going to be this one, the Sun. I already know that's the Sun. It's the 19 upside down. So yours is going to be reversed, and this is the 4 of Pentacles. The cards, the transparent cards themselves, aren't actually flat. So they are going to bounce a little bit. So 19 in the major arcana with the Sun in reverse is about arrogance, ego, narcissism, and delayed success. So keep that in mind as we're looking at the 4 of Pentacles. That's about stability, hoarding, material stagnation, greed, possessiveness, lack of trust. So it's almost giving that feeling that what you're experiencing at the moment is a sense of unsteadiness in what you have as your material possessions, and wanting to keep everything for yourself, or someone close to you is bringing that into your energies. So let's combine them and see what that brings as a feeling of, what do you feel around that energy? It feels to me like it's a standing tall and putting behind you that is a narcissist, and that energy that is trying to force itself through your barrier, your boundaries, and you're ignoring and you're turning your back on it. So that in itself feels to me like you're going to have some movement forward, even though you're looking backwards. Maybe that influence is in the past, and you've got what is going to be fresh energies and visions coming up for you in your future. So that's your little reading there, Belinda. Hopefully that was worthwhile. And Karen, I'm going to just move our little pot of whatever the get a winner is. I'm going to leave it there until we've completed our session and see what it does at the finish. And I'll think of possibly to get a winner. The prize might be a free Granta Blow reading or something like that. Now, for you, Kerry Ann, here we go. Those shadows are a bit annoying, but I don't have much option, do I? Oh, so what we've got for you, it is the 7, which is Chariots, I think, in the major arcana, and you have, I think that's 8 swords. If we counted them, we'd see, but it's an 8, I think, and that's in reverse. So the 7 major arcana is up the correct way, so we can read that as far as it is the Chariot, and it's about victory, synthesis, a forward motion, willpower, and it really has that strong sense about it, doesn't it, with the 2 horses? It's not a 2-headed horse. It's just that the Chariot really is about movement forward, isn't it? And bringing into that is synchronous and putting your mind to that sense of, putting the willpower into what you're wanting. Now, swords being this, that it's 8 reversed, that's about progress can be made. The path is easier than you thought. So even though it's an upside down card, the meaning is actually quite productive. Now, that's an interesting factor. Has my broadcast stop on Facebook? Because can't have seen my comment. No, I'm not there yet, Kat. I've just received your message, but what I'm actually wanting to know at the moment, I've got a message in the back end of my studio that says, oops, Facebook stopped your broadcast. You can learn more about their terms of service here, Facebook terms, PHP, blah, blah. Am I actually stopped? No, all good. Good. Thanks, Kim. So from Kerry Ann, this here is a positive movement forward in whatever is occurring in your life at the moment. So keep the energy flowing. And here we have it. We've actually got, it almost is that similar aspect of the swords in the previous one, but they're actually these ones in reverse. It really is stabilizing in my sense of what I'm feeling here, stabilizing that is the movement forward. So continue on what your pathway is. And these 2 horses, that Chariot, it is helping you to move forward and creating that steady flow, that movement forward in whatever endeavor you're taking up, Kerry Ann. Okay. So now we've had Michaela, we've done a reading for Belinda. So now I'm actually up to Christy. So hi, Christy. Now, why did that show up differently? It's a short comment. I was moved up. I haven't seen that before. That's interesting when it's such a big comment and it needn't be. Sometimes our stuff is weird, isn't it? Right, let's see what this is giving us. What we've got here, I'll just take that thing out of my way. What we've got here is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's see what this is going to give us. Ace of Pentacles reversed is harmful materialism and consumerism. So that's very interesting because the pentacles are about coins and the more solid resources that we have in our life. So harmful materialism and consumerism, and the 10 of Cups, that Cups is definitely the emotional. It's illusory happiness, lack of fulfillment, shallow relationship. What I'm sensing from this, though, is that there's too much emphasis being put on the things, on what is material factors, possessions and things like that. And it can also mean a possessiveness in the relationship as well. So, Christy, if there's something happening in your life that it's bringing forward that type of a response, It's almost like, here it is, it's an upside down. It's almost like that holding on to and worshipping that is coin based, that is material based. So I'm sensing that feeling that what you're needing to do, it's almost like a falling into what is habitual, what is marketing and the season of buy, spend, have. I'm feeling there is needing to be that shift, almost like you're falling out of the sky with the energy of it and going to have a realization of what is actually more important in your life rather than those things. So that may be what is coming up for you there, Christy. Okay, now I'm down the bottom again. Oh, goodness. Now we've got Kim here, and I'm just going to read them as you come in, okay? Yeah, that's how I've got the cards placed tonight. It's just too hard to shuffle these they are bigger cards and they are slippery being transparent. We've had this discussion before. So here we've got the 5 of Swords. I think it's the 5. Let me just see. Yeah, it's the 5 in reverse. So that is 5 in reverse. And here we have the 7 Pentacles in the upright. So 5 Swords reversed, 7 Pentacles upright. So that means defeating opposition and lack of compassion is what the reversed Swords is. So defeating opposition, lack of compassion, and with the Pentacles being the 7 upright, that is investment, harvest, rewards for patience and fruits of your labor and that diligence. So what I'm actually feeling from that is that you are actually getting above what has been situations that have been difficult, and you are defeating any opposition to what has created that. So it's moving forward and being able to reap your harvest, being able to actually enjoy what you've worked for and putting them together. There we have that almost playfulness. It almost feels to me like that's juggling, the balls, juggling life so that you're actually, and there's the tossing away of what has been cutting it up and really bringing in that's against what you're doing. It's letting them fall away as you're tumbling into what is a wonderful resource, what is wonderful, the rewards for what you've been doing. It's almost like you're going to be harvesting shortly, and I suppose that's fairly okay, depending. You're in Australia, summer coming up, harvest time soon, so reap that harvest, Kim. It's going to be lovely. So now we've done Belinda, Michaela, Estelle. Here we go for Estelle. That little lottery jar thing's starting to look like it's filling up. I've got no idea what it does. We'll see later. And the snake's getting longer. I think it's quite cute. I hope it's not too distracting for you all. Here we've got the 9 swords. No, wands. So there's 3, 6, 9 wands. Here we've got 7 wands. So 9 wands reversed, 7 wands in upright position for you, Estelle. So 9 reversed is a paranoia, insufficient preparation or protection. So there's something that's worrying. And the 7 is attack on status, struggle, battling odds, legal battles, valiant defensive position. So it really does feel like there is that struggle happening in your situation, something in your situation that is causing some angst. And it does feel like it's a struggle. So let's see what it brings when it's combined. Estelle, I love those little hearts. Aren't they gorgeous? So let's look at that. I do think that because this is moving forward, it is that sense of moving this forward as far as the 6 wands. I think I read the wrong one. No, success, promotion, recognition. The 6, no, that's the 9. It's 9 up. See, this is what can be confusing. The 9 is reversed, isn't it? So the 9 reversed and the 7 as the positive. up the right way. It does feel like you're going to be valiant and like it's going to be successful when there's some persistence and moving with what is the flow, because you've defeated, there's that battle has been successful, and move forward. If it does feel like there is potentially something that's legal in the offing for you, something that you're working on and does need to be persisted with, but you're certainly going to have that being successful. Okay, that's what my feeling is around it, Estelle. Goody, goody. Now we've got Wendy is here. Good evening, Wendy. And yeah, I'm doing the cards this way. Hopefully you've been here and watched from the start, where I've got the transparent tarot. Here we go. It's that this little square takes the rectangle where I'm in it takes a lot of space. When I use my eCam, I've got the option to resize that. I don't in BeLive. So anyway, what we've got here is the Queen of Cups and the 15 major arcana. So let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. They're a bit further along in this book. I've got to shift some pages. Whoops. Flip some more. So Queen of Cups is kind, empathic, healer, intuitive, and honest. Oh, wonderful. So that's the energy of who you are, what your influence is, and the 15 major arcana. Oops, got to go back a few pages for that too. Is actually the Devil card. So here we've got the material realm, indulgence, addiction, temptation, and enjoyment. So it's a combination of these. Here's the kindness, that wonderful person who is what I'm suggesting is reflecting of you, and an influence that's coming in that's as the devil and trying to bind you. So here we are, or you yourself are allowing that energy of what you are holding yourself back with. So release that. That's what I'm getting the message for, is more that you are able to release this. Just let the chains undo themselves with that little bit of a nudge of intention from you, Wendy. Okay, that's what I'm feeling with the combination of those two cards for you. Okay, because they are done in combination when it's the transparent ones. Right, Debbie, how are you tonight? I don't think I've done one for you yet. So, oh, wonderful. There's some lovely people in the line ready to have their readings, and definitely one from YouTube. I like to see the YouTube followers. It's great. Now, here we go for you, Debbie. And let's have a looky. We've got 3 of Wands and the Page of Wands. Whoops. So the 3 of Wands, these are both in the upright position, so it makes it a bit easier to read. Teamwork, creative rewards, foundations laid, and the first level of stability with that Queen of Wands. Now, with the Page of Wands, got to flip over to the court cards. Page of Wands is about enthusiasm, sporty, creative energy, a rebel even. So what we've got for you there is definitely getting in and being creative, adventurous in whatever way that you wish to be. So we'll combine them, and it's with that beautiful youthful energy, Debbie. If you've got kids around you, or you yourself are young, that you feel as a child, that's what I'm feeling, is that sense of adventure as you're moving forward with creating as a team and then progressing it forward. It's almost like it's a relay race, so that you're actually, it is in that team effort that you're racing forward. You're moving the energy to be able to get something really special going and moving in your life. So move forward with that energy too there, Debbie. Okay. And here we go. Now, Kim, you've made a comment. As you drop in, we drop in the jar as well as on the snake head, is it? So that might be exactly what it is. Don't fall in the jar. I think it is more to do with a bit of a lottery thing, but we're going to find out by the end, aren't we? So who knows? Who knows? I'll leave it up there. And hi, Lee. Lovely to have you here. Here we've got the cards for you. You're a 7 swords. And we can see already that there's some that's dropped by the wayside. 7 swords and the 2 major arcana. See the 2 up the top on these top ones there. Right, so with the 7 swords upright, 2 major arcana, let's have a look what that means for you. I just got to turn my page. 7 swords is unseen events, theft of ideas, gossip and loss of reputation. And hidden knowledge. It's almost like there's things that are being held really tight that you don't want others to know either. So it's almost feeling like keeping secrets, things that you don't want brought out into the open. And then with the 2, it is the high priestess, the 2 major arcana. So it's here we've got what almost feels like a special book of knowledge and that gorgeous nurturing moon energy being the empress. So the high priestess. It's intuition, the mysteries, secret knowledge, initiation. So no wonder I felt like it was keeping secrets. So let's see what the combination of this is. So that it probably is that there's something that you're involved in that you're really needing to be keeping close to your chest at the moment. It's like be very careful of leaving something out and behind so that it's revealed before its time. That's what I'm thinking. So if you've got something that you're planning and it's in the works, certainly keep it close to your chest first. And when it's ripe and ready, it's time to bring it out with love, like a priestess would at the perfect moment. So that's what I'm feeling with that combination for you there, Lee. Okay, let's go to the next person. And that is Katie. Good evening. You tried from YouTube and you've worked it right. You've got there. Hope the floodwaters have gone. They have. Just wanted a reading on relationship. Okay, we can put that in context of what these are with the idea of it's relationship based. Whoops, I've shifted my piece of paper. I wasn't intending to do that. I've had to put a white piece of paper underneath. At the end, I'll reveal what's on the other side of that too, because it's a little piece of art that one of my kids did years ago. So this is 3 pentacles and 5. So you've got both pentacles. So it's very much a resources, material world, that sense in these ones. So 3 and 5. Upright, let's have a look. See, so it's in the driving seat, making work, apprenticeship, enterprise, practical skills. As it is the practicality of this world, the physical side of our world here. And the number 5 does mean temporary loss, poverty, material anxiety, instability, winter, poor health. I'm not sure where you are, Katie. I dare say are you in Australia? But it's almost a composite of opposites here, because the 3 is the driving seat, making things work, and the enterprise, the practical skills. Be careful, because what it's saying is temporary loss and poverty. There might be the potential to lose some money on it at the moment, but just continue, persevere, feel into what you're needing to do with your resources. It almost feels to me like that is the not successful is being given from the successful in this combination as they are stacked. So I'd still say whatever you have, I feel like it's what you have, share if you can, without putting at risk what you yourself still need. That's what I'm feeling from this. So it's a lovely combination in some sense, but be wary in another. Okay, so I do feel it's a little bit of a warning about your material possessions, okay, and what you can do, because it's not to do with the relationship, or it could be. We wanted it in context of your relationship. Let's have a look at it again. because I just realised the card was there wanting relationship. It could be that is sharing with someone close to you as far as you're wanting to actually feel that connection in a deeper way, but it's not going to be there because possibly in sense of a relationship, if it's about a love relationship, that what you're lacking or what they are lacking is what you are willing to give, but how much do you give when it's not being reciprocated? So that's what I'm feeling. It is a warning around that, although it's the Pentacles being that is the base for this reading. Okay, so hopefully you understood that, Katie, and lovely to have you here from YouTube as well. So we're up to Julie, I think. I don't think I've done one for you yet, and let's just see if there's any other comments that I might have missed that need to be looked at. Yes, there we go. So nothing that's urgent, like, Facebook stop my readings, my transmit, what do you call it? Streaming. Silly me. Okay, next two cards. That is one major arcana, which is the Magician. I do know that one. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so one major arcana. The Magician is about intelligence, resourcefulness, communication, manifestation. So that's what we have there. And I just realised with Kat, Katie is you. So that's the message. Yeah, there you go. Katie, I'm used to calling you Kat, Katie. Kat, there you go. Thank you for popping that message in, because others would have heard that little beep in the background. I thought, I do need to look at this one. So thank you for that. Now, Julie, back to you. You'd love a card. You've got the one Magician, Queen of Pentacles. So yes, it's about the intelligence, resourcefulness, communication, manifestation. So things are going to happen like magic for you. That's what's coming up. And with the Queen of Pentacles, she is about charismatic, passionate. No, she's not. Let me read it properly. Queen of Pentacles is generous, nurturing, stable, and healing. So that's the realm of how you are going to bring to fruition, bring your intention into the actual, because you have that touch of magic at the moment in the forces of generosity, and that is nurturing, that level of being a queen. And it is with those beautiful resources that you have as who you are. And here we have it being totally encompassed and fully in touch with what is the magic. So bring that generosity and the soft feminine touch to anything that you're coming to in this coming week. That's what I'm feeling. It's the whole of who you are. Grow and develop that is the generous and the magical within yourself. So that's what I'm feeling for you there, Julie. So here we go. There's a lot of button pressing when I'm doing this, isn't it? And Nicole, I don't think I've done one for you yet already. No. See, when Leanne's here, she keeps a better track of doing this than I do. Right, here we go for this card. And this card, we've got the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, it's about sensitive, dreamer, shy, open, a writer, and empathy. And then what we have with the, got to find the cups. So that's what the page is, right? I'll just repeat that one again. Sensitive, dreamer, shy, open, a writer. And then tapping into the energy of the Two of Cups, it's love, romance, soulmates, connection, romantic partnership, friendship. So this one is a little bit about relationships. I'd stick with the friendship first as far as the emphasis on this one, because it's going to be a growing relationship in that sensitivity of what can be the dreams coming true. Don't push it. and take that sensitivity with, gentleness as well. And we're going to combine that and see what it brings up. And it really is, it almost looks like that younger Paige is ready to run away, not really quite wanting to stay within this that is connection. But I would suggest that the message is, let it flow. Allow that energy to be what it is in that search or that connection of friendship that's coming up. Okay, Nicole? So that's for you. And then we've got Debbie. Now, I don't think I've done one for you yet either. Yes, Debbie, I did. So what was it? You wanted card. Things are a bit testing at the moment. So I'm hoping that it did answer your question there of what you're asking for yourself. You might need to go back and watch the little replay, that section. So all good. No. Now, on my time, you did freeze for a quick minute. So that might have been when Facebook decided they were going to do their thing, like Facebook does sometimes, isn't it? So, and Wendy was saying, yeah, you can still see me now. I am nearly halfway through tonight. So I don't know if I've got halfway through everybody that wants a reading, but sometimes we don't get to everybody, do we? So Anastasia, I don't think I've got you here any earlier. No, that's good. So here's your cards. And we have the King of Wands and the 4 major arcana. So I'll go over to the King of Wands first. They're both in the upright, aren't they? Yes. So the King of Wands is a charismatic leader, strong-willed and dynamic, and combine that with the Emperor. The Emperor is the major arcana one, so it is the masculine again. Isn't that a really good, strong scene there of his realm, I dare say? So it's about leadership, discipline, structure, confidence. So I really do feel that with this combination, that what you're going through at the moment with the King of Wands, it is leadership. It is bringing forward what is your strengths into wherever you are in your work and your home space, in your community, in whatever way that you can stand up and be a leader. It's certainly showing that for these 2 cards in combination. And have a look at that. There is the Empress standing tall as the center of his realm. So really use and tap into your masculine energies at the moment in that, for leadership, for giving good guidance, so that growth, stability, and all that is strength is coming forward in that community, in that leadership role you're going to be showing others and leading the way. So you love these cards, Katie, aren't they gorgeous? They're really an interesting way of doing a reading. Julia, I have done one for you. I do remember seeing your name above. So Evelina, lovely to have you here. Thank you for being here. And you're on one of the Facebook pages. So that's why it shows up with your avatar and not just a coloured circle with initials. So Evelina, here is your 2 cards. Whoops, I picked up both at once. So here we've got the 5 of Cups and we have the 11 major arcana is in reverse. So let's read the 5 of Cups first. And that is about, depression. And it does look like a depressing card, doesn't it, that depiction? So it's sitting in the corner so small. So it's about depression, grief, a cycle of loss, dwelling on the past, self-pity, and an obsession with failure. Any of these things might be the trigger word that you're needing to hear. And with the 11 major arcana, it is strength, but in reverse, it's actually showing cowardice, domineering, brute force, vanity, vacillating. It's actually stressing. There feels to me like it's stressing the stressing stress. It's actually feeling like you're needing to actually It's not feeling domineering. It feels like there's an allowance of letting the depression, the sad, the grief take a hold for what feels like too long. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm sensing that, look, it is time to, yes, still allow what needs to be worked through, but bring it together so that it's not going to continue to take on the dominance in your life. It's not going to be domineering. What I'm looking at there is that sense of, here it is, that pat, that hand coming in to really gently push down what is, and it feels like the connecting in with. And it's just that energy of what can be a very strong energy coming in with a gentle hand to shift it through so that it's not so much that is the depression, the depressing part of what's happening for you in your life at the moment. So hopefully that's meaningful and on point for you. Allow it to work through, but it's not going to be forever, and it will shift through. So that's what I'm getting for you there. Now here we've got Sherry. Oh, good morning from Canada. Oh, wow, because yes, it is that time of day, isn't it? So, and you're at the start of your Friday. So here we go for a beautiful fresh energy for your day today. In these cards, there's 10 Pentacles reversed, and we've got the 5 Major Arcana reversed. So 10 Pentacles, that is in reverse, is about division, divorce, dysfunction. Oh, dysfunction in a family, dysfunctional family and ancestral trauma. So there's some, it almost feels like some shit hitting the fan as far as things happening in the family, and whether it's to do with some of the resources or money sharing, or, you know, what's happening with you as far as, well, it is money. And the 5 is about the Hierophant. In reverse, now the Hierophant is the teacher. So in reverse, it's defunct systems, misplaced authority and fascism. So it's almost like what I'm feeling with the combination, you know, reading this, that it's, you know, someone overriding, overpowering, being the, I'm telling you, this is what you have to do, what it's going to be like, and that's it. No conversation, no discussion about it. That's what it's feeling like. And it is around the resources, you know, money, financial abundance, that type of thing. And what I'm feeling with that, it is, oh, that's depressing, isn't it? It's almost feeling like it's being buried. Okay. So decision time, what are you going to do about it? There's choices that need to be made, decisions to be made, or, you know, bringing it up to the surface so it's seen for what it is, that, look, you're not going to control what I need to be able to have my choice around, is what I'm feeling in that. That's just the words that are coming out. So decision time, get that actioned so that you're not feeling that everything's being buried under the weight of someone else telling you what to do around what are your resources. So hopefully it's not too severe, but that's what I'm getting from that as a message for you there, Sherry. So I hope you have a lovely day and a wonderful weekend moving forward. Now, this is for the next person in line, which I think is Julie McVeigh. We've got a couple of Julies in here tonight. I don't think I've had you here. No, I haven't had you on yet. So wonderful to have you here, Julie. Now, the 2 cards that you have is the 2 of Wands reversed, and then it is the 5 of Wands in the upright. So 2 of Wands reversed is about arguments, conflict, and unbalanced partnership. It's almost a trend happening here with that last reading. But then we have the 5 is upright, and it is about power struggles, rivalry, trivial annoyances, disruption, and distraction. So it has followed. There is a trend in these 2, the last 2. So it is about, it almost feels like it is about fighting. So, you know, having arguments, it is the power struggles. It's things that are just so jolly irritating that it brings up that is argumentative. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this. don't let it become what looks like a war, because that's what it's almost looking like. It is a cycle of conflict. I think really what this message is showing you is to stand your ground, because here it is, that figure, although smaller and being overcome by two on the side and from above, not a position of strength, but you have that ability to stand your ground and sort it and get it at a point where you can actually resolve whatever it is that's really irritating you and say, hey, enough, set up your boundaries. That's what I'm feeling for you there, Julie. Okay. So then we can move on to Joe. How are you this evening? The deck does look most intriguing, doesn't it? And it was actually Kat who came up as Katie before. Okay, who put me onto this transparent tarot deck, and I love them. I don't use them very often because my hands are a bit small to really shuffle these well, but it works quite well for this type of situation. So what you've got for your reading is the Page of Swords reversed and the Seven of Cups reversed. So we'll go to the page first. So Page of Swords reversed is about being precocious and malicious gossip and deceit. So not very nice as far as malicious gossip goes, but I think it's probably a little bit of precociousness in this one. And the Three Cups in reverse is about falling out amongst friends. It's unpleasant gathering and missing connection. So I think that probably might be something to do with a person around you, that you're feeling that, you know, it's almost like a little bit of a braggart and obnoxious child almost. So that's what I'm feeling with it. And it really, it's almost like a schoolyard kids type thing as far as, you know, schoolyard fighting, gossip, all that sort of antics is what I'm feeling with this one. So let's see what it comes up with combined. It could be yourself. I don't know who you are, of course. Remember, you know yourselves best. But I'm feeling it's more someone around you that's just almost needing the shake up. That's what I'm feeling. It's just a bit of a shake up, light schoolyard fighting. Even if it's adults doing this, I'm feeling that it's actually letting you know, Spirit's letting you know that you do need to nip it in the bud probably before it gets to being too much more upsetting for those around you, for yourself even. And that could be even a further thing from what Julie had as far as setting your boundaries as well, just letting them know, look, it's not okay. Okay? Even though I say okay. And there's Sherry saying shared with love. Oh, thank you for that. And Wendy, of course, has said thank you too. It's a bit irritating having my little corner of the screen going up and down with each comment, isn't it? Right. So, Diane, how are you tonight? I know I haven't had you on through tonight yet. So here we go. Let's see what this does. What can we bring for you? It's the 10 Major Arcana is this card that's come up in reverse, and we've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. So let's do the 10 Major Arcana first, and that is the wheel, which it obviously looks like. It almost looks like a medicine wheel, I think, in this respect. So that in reverse is bad luck, missed chances. And what we have with the 6 Swords reversed is past catching up with you, an inability to escape, and you're being pursued by troubles. So I think what that's actually indicating in that combination, your bad luck, things missed, and trouble pursuing you. Let's see what the combination does. Have you had things feel like they're just falling out of place at the moment? Because what I'm feeling with this, I actually like this combined, because it really does feel like even though things are upside down, even in the most difficult of circumstances sometimes, what you can have, you know, in pavements and cracks in rocks and the rest, you can still have those beautiful flowers, plants, seeds take root and grow into the mightiest of trees. It's all the possibilities, even just from that one crack in the stone, in the rock, in the ground, or whatever. That's what I'm feeling with this. So even that one little crack in what doesn't seem to be falling into place, things are going to get better. And that's what I'm feeling from your reading of that combination tonight, Diane. Okay. So keep putting out positive intentions with it all. And Sandra, I don't think I've done one for you yet either. So here we go. Just working down until I get to the half past 8. Well, in 5 minutes left, basically. We'll be going for that long because one of those funny things when I do the nights, like this night session, is I forget to eat beforehand, so I'm going to have to afterwards, aren't I? I'm starting to get a wee bit peckish. 6, Major Arcana. We know that is the love card. And we've got the 9 Swords reversed. Yeah, pretty sure that's 9 reversed. So 6, Major Arcana. It is the Lovers. And being reversed, that might mean, I hope you are after, I don't know, let's see what it is. Disloyalty, broken promises and abuse. So I was hoping you were after a positive reading. Look, everything just is a message, isn't it? So there is happening to be some disloyalty, broken promises and abuse happening, is what this is telling me. And with that 9 Swords as the reverse, it's actually saying awakening, facing fears and dispelling the anxiety. So I think even though things feel like they're falling apart as far as that sort of relationship is going with broken promises and the rest, it is still going to occur that there's going to be that awakening. It is showing the way. It is revealing that's going to be, yes, facing facts and fears, but it's actually dispelling all of that is, it's showing up the truth is what I'm feeling with that. Let's see what the combination looks like. And doesn't that, that almost looks like a seal coming out to reveal itself from that heart. And the sparkle, like, promise it, new stuff happening. It almost feels like, that yin yang, there's new stuff happening like a shining star and sparkles. That's what I'm feeling from that impression that I'm getting from the combination. So feel past what is revealing, what is it showing you. Okay, Sandra. So that one was your reading. And I just did that one. So there we go. Could you have the card, please? Yes. And hello, lovelies to everyone. There you go. So I like your little, now that's out of Toy Story, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure, Anastasia, did I do yours already further back or not? Yes, I did, because you said good evening. So lovely to have you. Much appreciated to have the card. Yes. And we've got Deborah here. And yes, I know. Yes, you haven't been on already, so that's cool. And I'm just checking to see if you've made any other further comment. No, so these are your cards. I just wanted to see if you were after a bit of emphasis around a particular issue or not. So what we've got for you is the 2 Swords reversed, and we have the 8 Wands is in its upright position. Yeah, pretty sure it is, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So the 2 Swords reversed is about unbalanced debate, poor choice, hurried path, irrational argument. And it almost looks like it's ready to fall out of the sky, doesn't it, as far as that goes? And the 8 Wands is in its correct position, isn't it? So that's about swift progress, communication, emails, change, fresh energy, hectic, and air travel. So it definitely looks like air travel because it's looking like they are flying upwards, doesn't it? Taking off like a rocket. So this one looks ready to fall. They're taking off like a rocket. So wow. So the energy is shifting is what I'm getting from that one, because instead of being unbalanced, it's coming into really having some direction. So let's see what does it look like as a combination for you, Deborah? And it really does look like you bounce, actually taking off from that and really using that as the base to take off, take flight and follow your path. So whatever it is that you're about to shift into, it'll be in full gear, full flight. So that's wonderful, isn't it? So Jeanette, here we are for you to have your cards. And there we go with that one. Just moving that down. And this is 13 Major Arcana and the 10 Wands, both up the right way. So 13 Major Arcana is about death. It is the scythe. It's almost like the Grim Reaper without the grim, as far as that character from many years ago. I can remember seeing that. So 13 as the death card, it's about transformation, rebirth, shedding, harvest, gateway. A wonderful positive card. And then we have the 10 Wands is labour, stress, overwork, back pain, exhaustion, responsibility. But I think that's probably as a result of take your time in getting that harvest done, because that's what it looks like, doesn't it? Like the harvest is done and picking it up. Let's see what it is. And I do feel, though, it's all positive, but it's the warning, take it easy. Don't overdo it, and just watch out for any sharp knives at the moment, any sharp blades. I do think that that's very, very much a positive card, in that you've done the hard work. There might still be just that edge of something more to do, but take it easy. It is still, you are reaping what you are, as far as your rewards go. Now, and Nicole's saying thank you. And Anastasia, thank you too. What a strong read. Yes, wasn't it? Now, Janita, or Juanita, how do you pronounce her? Hi, Ros, a long time haven't been able to catch me on a Friday night. Some of them I've been missing too. Would love some guidance. Keeps seeing spirit, but have no idea what they're trying to say. Let's see what they're trying to say. You've got 4 wands, upright position, and you have 3 swords in the reverse. So let's have a look at that. So 4 wands, upright, engagement, celebration, new home, optimism, established success, and blossoming. So that's a really good optimistic type of a card. I'm not going to label them as good and bad. It's just that this is the path energy that you're on at the moment. So it really is things to celebrate. And with the 3 of swords that's in reverse, that's about moving through pain, leaving the grief behind, and clear self-analysis. So there's been some lessons learned or going to be learnt, but this is really about the celebration of what is optimistic forward movement, establishing your success and getting that in place. And what we've got in the combination. Let's have a look. That looks really, in some ways, confusing, but it's not in others, because what I'm seeing is like a swing and trapeze and sense of balance and being able to do all sorts that you can and want to do, experiencing that in its fullness in midair, that the way that your skills are going to be able to establish that you want to move forward and bring into fruition. And like the, engagement, being engaged with life, in fact, that almost feels like fun. It does. Perfect balance. It does remind me of trapeze artistry. So swing into it. It's what I'm getting from that. So Spirit's saying, get going with it. Fly high. Now, Wendy Merce Martin. I'm going to make this one the last of the cards. Hello, it's very interesting, like the cards. Thank you. Let's see what yours are going to bring you. The 2 combination that you have is the 3 cups reversed, and the 10 swords reversed. So 3 cups reversed is about falling out amongst friends, unpleasant gathering, and missing connection. So this is, instead of being I wouldn't say positive, there's going to be a little bit of uncomfortable friendship action at the moment. And with the 10 of Swords in its reverse as well, it's going to bring revival of ideas and resurrection. So it almost feels like there is a process happening in friendships that's your circle, that there is difficulties and uncomfortableness at the moment, but it really is going to clear the air and bring it forward to something that's going to be even deeper, like a second life and the resurrection. Okay, so what's that feeling like for me? It's almost like I'm feeling it like a centipede. You know how they just steadily move along with all the little feet and, the little legs and everything, and they're in their right environment and they just move along being who they are. And that's what I'm feeling with this. And it's almost like letting that is spirit guide you, because there's that almost disappearance of self in each of these to being that is connected to spirit in just the most natural of ways, is what I'm getting with this combination for you, Wendy. So see what you think and feel around that. Okay, so there we go. Now, where was I up to there? Okay, so thank you. I'm going to hide the table, come back to me. I'm going to shift that over there, and we'll see what happens with this jar as a completion for the night. So unfortunately for Deidre and others, we'll just have to take look, I'm just going to bring one card up, and that's going to be interesting. I can't because they're see-through. I'm taking the top card of Leanne's deck as the card for each and every one who hasn't had the cards at the end, those who've come in later in the evening. So it's card 37, adds up to a 1, as in 10 and 1. So it's the start of a new journey, start of a new message. The energy of this is a new pathway, and it is protection. So may your guiding lights surround you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. So you really are being protected in whatever choices you are making for your coming week, month, however long you want this intention to be, what you have planned in your life right at the moment. So that's the completing card readings for you. So, and Jo, you've mentioned perfect wording for your reading, and Diane has said thanks. Interesting cards, they so are, aren't they? And hello from Caitlin. And here we've got, hello, lovely ladies, since it's only one, it's me. But have a look at the snake. Have a look at all those gorgeous faces along that snaking rumba line almost of little mini faces. I think it's gorgeous. So thank you from Sandra. You love the look of the cards. And Caitlin, sorry, we've had that last card, so I'll leave that at that. And Wendy, thank you. And here we go. Jody, you're saying hi. Unfortunately, you've missed the one-on-one card reading swaps type. But we'll see what this actual jar comes up with. I have no idea how it's used. So thank you from everyone, from Kim and from Kerry, and I'll wait till that catches up. And from Wendy, you have lost friends, so you're right. Oh, due to not walking anymore. Oh, goodness. Oh, my admirers. Oh, thank you, Michaela. Thank you, thank you. And you're working, Kim, while you're listening. Okay, now let's see. I have no idea what this does. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Get a winner. I just hit the get a winner bar, and who's got it? It's Michaela. I don't know what else it does. Shall we do that again? Does it do it again? Oh, there's a Jeanette Holiday has won as well. I'm going to have to do a little screenshot of that so I know what's doing and who's won it. I'll do a reading for both of you. It won't be tomorrow. It might be Sunday, okay, when I can get it to you. So, Jeanette, I don't know if I have you as a friend listed in my Facebook, but certainly send me a direct message on my Facebook page, as in the @Ros Boundy one, the business page, and that comes through to my back-end software. So it should reach me so that I'm reminded, and the same for you too, Michaela, if you'd like, please, so that what we can do then is do that reading for you. So there goes the lottery jar. That's gone away now because we've done it. So thank you. So do send that to me if you could. Now, Deirdre, thank you, Ros. It bounced between 2 pages. You couldn't work out which one to be on. Facebook can be too slow with notifications. Yeah, to make things easy. You're absolutely right. And Facebook decides a lot of the time what they want to do anyway. So there you go. So thank you from Michaela. So, isn't it? Gosh, what did I win? I'll do a grand tableau. That's the full card set of the Lenormand deck. And I can do one of those for you. I record it like I'm doing this tonight in the same way, so that you then end up getting a little video of your reading that is specific for you. So you can probably in that message send me where you want your focus to be. Is it relationship or career or job, or, what's the question? Okay, for you and Jeanette. So there you go. And Deirdre, cute. Yeah, I love pressing the buttons. It is a great little tool to pick a winner. I didn't even know what it does. So there you go, found out. So whoever's in that snaky going around, or whichever way it is, hang on, let me try and follow it. It's hard when it's in reverse on the screen. So good night to everyone. And thank you, Wendy, for closing that off for me. Keep being the best you. I will be back on again in the morning at 8 o'clock as usual. So for just the general card spread reading, that doesn't do all this stuff, but it's so much fun to be here. Thank you so much for helping me to have a wonderful night as well. I hope you have too, and learnt along the way that it really is important to trust yourself and your inner connection with guiding spirit in whatever way you do that. Okay, believe in self, love self, get it out and about to all places and spaces that we can, because we want a world of love, not the other. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, beautiful emojis. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.